So when you're taking that search from your client, one of the things you want to find out about is their organization. You want to ask them, say, who else is involved in selecting this candidate? You want to find out who those people are. So if you're talking with your client, let's just say he's a VP of operations. It's like, well, I'm the one that's really responsible for that. Okay, well, who are the other people that this person needs to meet within your organization that you're going to be consulting with on whether or not you should hire this person? Well, the president of the company, which means his boss, which means that if his boss doesn't like this guy, the guy's not going to get hired. Also, it could be one of his colleagues. Well, also the VP of administration is going to be interviewing that person. So you want to ask questions like, what's important to them? You know, if we were going to talk to them about things that they would like to see in the candidate's background, what do you think they would say? So you're mitigating your risk because you've probably had this happen before. You've got this awesome candidate. It's perfect based on what your client has presented to you in the past. You present them to the client interviews them, and then somebody else in the organization kind of shoots down the whole thing, and you don't get the placement fee from that. So you want to find out who else specifically in the organization is involved in making this decision. And if you can, let's just say you're talking with the VP of operations and there's another VP of operations for a different side that's going to be working closely with him, then say, let's do this. As soon as we're done, let's schedule a conference call between you, me, and him, so that way the three of us can talk, so that way he at least feels that I'm considering what his needs are as we go through this hiring. Plus, you're also going to find out what's important to that guy, too. So that's the first thing you want to do. Second thing, about learning about their organization. You want to find out within the organization, where does a candidate fit? So if you're meeting with the client when you're taking this search, let's say you did that, ask them if they have an organizational chart they can give you. Sometimes if it's a brand new client, they might be reluctant to give you that information. Other times you can tell them, well, if you have a non-disclosure agreement that you want me to sign, I'd be happy to do that since we don't know each other all that well. This is the first time we're working. But if you have something like that, it'll really help me to assimilate information about your company quickly so that way I can sell your opportunity to the candidate. The reason you want to do this, when you're talking to the candidate about the opportunity, you're presenting them a visual description of the opportunity. And part of that is, how do they fit in with the organization? You want to learn as much as you can about that client's company as possible. And the org chart, the organizational chart, which is a visual description of how your client and the candidate and everybody else fits in within the team, that's going to help you to accelerate your learning curve with this new client. Third, we're also finding out who those key players are that this candidate will be interfacing with. So if you see, here's the VP of operations, the candidate reports to him, find out who else are the colleagues. Who are they going to be those people that would be peers of this candidate? Well, there's three other people. He's a director of this, a director of this, a director of this. Well, tell me about them. How long have they been with the company? Where did they go to school? How would you describe them? Now what you're doing, you're giving yourself better odds, because now when you do your recruiting, you can find people that are a good fit culturally to your client. So remember that. Those are the three reasons why you want to do this. You want to mitigate your risk when it comes to your client hiring a candidate, because you don't want your candidate to be kicked out of the process because somebody else didn't like the candidate. Secondly, you're getting knowledge about your client's organization that will help you to learn quickly about them, so now you can sell that. And third, you're getting information about your client's company, so now you can create a visual picture of who the other people are and increase the odds of finding a candidate that's going to be a great fit. Because you and I both know that when you recruit, you've got to find that great fit.